Hello, queens and kings. Jacqueline Haley here, Hand of the Queen. I am featuring today another video response and a project share and a challenge entry for Pam's Shabby Vintage Dreams by Pamela. Pamela is having I think she's calling it her grandma challenge, because she's going to be a new grandma, and this will end. It has been extended to July the 31st of 2021. And what Pamela is asking for is a vintage, shabby, or Victorian tag in pastel colors, white, ivories, in that color theme, and what she with children or something for a grandmother, and what she plans to make with the tags is she's going to place them in a book for herself. The tag requested size is 5 by 7. So I'm going to go ahead now and show you what I have crafted for Pamela. All right, let me get into it here. This is a card. You know, I always make a card. I love making cards, and I love altering and just doing all sorts of things. You know how I am. I'm eclectic. So when she said Victorian, I went into I have several collections of Victorian calendars. So I went there and I took 2 pages out. I created the front and the back from the calendar image. This is the back, showing a vase or a vase and the beautiful rose print. So I put those 2 pages together, and I used a sort of a semi-accordion pleat here on the sides. And then I placed the gold bling, a plastic bling across the bottom, and a layer of lace. Hope you're seeing this. And I used a paper doily here, cut out and decoupage these images onto the center of the paper doily. And I used a dimensional butterfly and a parchment paper flower. And I put on here number 1 card, because this should be the first thing I would like for her to open. And at the top, I used the plastic gold bling again with a layer of lace. And there's a very small flap. So this is my card. Now remember, she's only asking for a tag, but I took the liberty to make a card for her, one of my signature collections, one of a kind. I never do duplicates. It's no way possible unless I was crafting both of them at the same time, and I really don't believe I would be able to do it, because I brainstorm so much and so many different things pop into my head. I never know what I'm going to do. The paper line that I used for this image is one that I got at Joann's. Trying to think of it. The name of the paper line was, where is it? I thought I had it here. It is, oh dear. I have the booklet, but I have just used so much of it. I don't have the cover of it anymore. I thought I had it here, but I don't see it. Anyway, it's a booklet scrapbooking pad that I purchased at Joann's. Doesn't even have the name on the bottom. I'm sorry. Okay, on to the cord. So what I have done is I have used the 110-pound weight cardstock again, and I coffee dyed and gessoed the paper and distressed the edges with Vintage Photo. Hope I'm in frame. And I applied my wax seal here at the bottom. I don't place them in like a circular model or anything. I just let the wax do what it wants to do. So this is how it came out, and has my signature Hand of the Queen with the J in the center. And then I just placed a little small gold embellishment here on the side, the plastic bling at the top, and a satin ribbon. We'll go to the front. And on the front, the edges are distressed as well. And I have used a vintage doily underneath. I don't know if you're seeing that. There is a vintage doily from Donna Little that I purchased. And then I used a vintage eyelet on top of that, which you can see. Everything is so layered. There's a vintage eyelet and ecru on top of there. And then the ruffled lace. And I used wedding embellishment pieces around this image. There is the loopy trim on top of the scrapbooking paper image. Let me see, what did I do? It's been a while since I did this. But the loopy fringe goes all the way around. And then at random, there are the rhinestones. I hope I'm in frame. All right, and then I used the large satin rosette from a wedding sleeve that I had. It was a wedding bodice that I had purchased from Donna Little, and the sleeves of the bodice had these beautiful satin roses. So I took one of those off, and I placed rhinestones, or crystals, no, these are crystals, on the edges of the petal. And then I used a fussy cut wedding embellishment with pearls and sequins here in the center. And then I used 3 parchment paper roses that I had acquired from KS4U in a big box of flowers. And I used those here. And then here is my bronze key with the queen crown that I acquired from Amazon. And then I have used bling on that. Here, here, and here. Well, crystals, I should say. And there is a small piece of lace here at the bottom. I hope I'm describing that okay. Now I'm going to turn it to the side. Oh, I didn't tie my bow. Well, anyway, I'm turning it to the side so you can get a closer view. And this is my signature collection, one of a kind. And this is the satin ribbon that normally I have it tied, but I didn't. But I will tie it in a bow. And it opens to reveal the pink hand-dyed paper. And then I have included a coordinating bookmark. Let's see, I can get it open. A coordinating bookmark, and it is edged in the vintage photo, and I placed some lace so it would be used in this fashion. If you had a book, you would be inserting it this way. Are you seeing this? You would be inserting it this way, and the lace would fall over the edge of your book. Let me turn it this way. So it would fall over the top edge of your book. And there are random crystals scattered on the bookmark. It's from the same paper line. All right, that is the card. I think I was holding that upside down. At any rate, that is the card and the bookmark. And I think I had that marked. Yeah, I had it marked bookmark. Okay, so that is that. And now to the entry. I've gotten turned around here. Tell you, I'm doing so many challenges and I'm keeping busy with my hands. This is the entry. I have it in a vintage napkin. And what I did was I just simply did some stitching by hand to secure the fold of the envelope. Well, what I fashioned to be an envelope. And it has this beautiful embroidery here at the bottom, crochet, and this, I don't know what they call this, but it is an embroidered pattern here as well. And so I did hand stitch all of here and here, and then I put a button in the center. Now the hand stitching can be removed, and you can use the napkin as you like. And then this is my entry. And here she is. It's a beautiful Victorian woman. I hope I can get all of this in frame. I'm holding it to the side. I'm gonna come up closer. There's a lot of details on this. I have used 2 layers of lace, an ecru, and then a lighter ecru, or sort of a, I guess you could say it's ecru, a peachy ecru. And let me see, what did I do first? It's on 110 cardstock. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 layers of cardstock underneath. Then I place the image onto card, and then I decoupaged it. So after I went around and did all of that in a circular fashion, I then began to apply the wedding laces, embellishments where I thought they would be suitable. And there is this corded ivory or ecru braid loopy trim underneath the wedding embellishments. I coffee dyed a fussy cut flower from wedding embellishment, placed it here, and there's another fussy cut embellishment here, flower. And again, I used the large satin flower from the wedding sleeve of a bodice that I purchased from Donna Little in one of her sales. And then I used the fussy cut wedding embellishment here and placed that in the center. All right, we move on. And at the bottom, let me see. Yeah, at the bottom there's 2 layers of dangle. There is this ecru layer, and then this top white layer I have placed crystal rhinestones onto all of the leaves. So they all have this, I don't know if you can see it or not, the crystal rhinestones. I'll hold it up a little closer. I don't know if they're gonna show, but that is what's at the bottom of the dangles. And then I went into my jewelry assortment box and I selected this pearl dangle and placed it here. There's another beautiful embellished rhinestone or crystal, it's crystal, piece here, a pearl button here, and another button here with pearl with the crystals, and then a gold backing with pearls and crystal center. And there is my key again. You know I love using the keys and the butterflies, but this one has a key, and again I have placed the flat back crystals here at the bottom and here and at the top. So this is my entry. Oh, and there is a stick pin here on the side. So that concludes my entry for Pamela, and I hope she will like it. Now I've just finished it, so I'm gonna have to go back and put some type of hanger on it for hanging. But it is a what did she say, 5x7 tag. So that completes my entry for Pamela. And again, I hope she will like it. Happy trails. We will meet again soon. And I'm off to crafting another challenge for another lovely crafter. And you will be seeing that within the next couple of days. This video will be shown, I don't know, maybe I will go ahead and post it now rather than later, but I think I'm gonna post it after she receives it, because I like for the surprise element to be there. And so that's when I'm going to release it. It's now released because she has shown her video response. So if you don't know Pamela, be sure to go to Pam's Shabby Vintage Dreams for all the details and information about the challenge and the entry and the rules and the regulations and, you know, all of that 411 stuff. All right. Thank you all for watching. Happy trails. We'll meet again soon. Goodbye.